Russia's first moon landing mission in 47 years, or Luna 25, was supposed to land near the south pole of the moon and work there for an entire year. But the day before landing, Russian space agency Roskosmos reported that the station ceased to exist as a result of a collision with the surface, and all details of the accident will be investigated by a special commission. Was it a simple malfunction or the result of much deeper problems in the entire Russian space program, and how will it affect Russia's future moon missions? Luna 25 was launched on August 10, 2023, kicking off the first Russian moon mission since 1976, when the nation was still part of the Soviet Union. The new name was an attempt to recall those proud bygone days. The 1976 effort, a successful sample return mission, was called Luna 24. Luna 25 aimed to become the first probe ever to land softly near the moon's south pole, a region thought to be rich in water ice that could potentially sustain human outposts. Instead, Luna 25 smashed into the lunar surface on August 19th during a maneuver designed to set up its touchdown try a few days later, raising a lot of questions. The official statement from Roskosmos is that the wayward orbital maneuver sent Luna 25 into an unexpected trajectory, one in which the moon lander ceased to exist as a result of a collision with the lunar surface. And immediately after the accident, officials began to blame the West for what had happened. The constant economic turmoil that had plunged the country for the past 30 years affects the entire space industry of Russia. Work on the project began in 2005. Luna 25 was supposed to be launched in 2014. However, in 2011, the Russian Phobos Ground Research Station was unable to leave Earth orbit. This failure made scientists redesign Luna, replacing the onboard computers. And then, the West involuntarily intervened in the work on the station. The sanctions after the events of 2014 made the renovation much more difficult, and only in April 2019, the Russia announced the completion of work on the design documentation. Initially, Roskosmos and the European Space Agency planned to partner on Luna 25 as well as Luna 26, Luna 27 and the ExoMars rover, but that partnership ceased to exist in April 2022 after Russia's invasion in Ukraine, so the completion of the project was left to Russia alone. Even though Roskosmos is still optimistic about the future of its moon program, Russian space industry has quite a few major problems. If it had been successful, Luna 25 would have marked a huge stride for the country's space program, which some experts say has faced issues for decades, and demonstrated that it could still perform a high-profile, high-stakes missions. They were having a lot of problems with quality control, corruption and funding, said Victoria Sampson, the Washington office director for Secure World Foundation. Thomas Arbachin, NASA's former head of science, said that no one in the industry wishes bad onto other explorers. We are reminded that landing on any celestial object is anything but easy and straightforward. Just because others managed to do it decades ago doesn't guarantee success today. In fact, the result of Luna 25 is quite natural. A half-century break in this kind of mission doesn't just pass. In general, several conclusions must be drawn from the launch of Luna 25. Only the constant presence of the country on the Earth-Moon route can give an increase in results. It's like in sports, abandon training and you'll give poor results. You need your own industry, not dependent on imported parts and technologies, and free from any kind of sanctions due to political situation. You cannot play Lego, collecting it from different pieces around the world. Russia has struggled to develop new space hardware, especially electronics, that reliably work in the harsh conditions of outer space. You cannot really fly in space, or at least fly in space for a long time, without better electronics, said Anatoly Zak from RussianSpaceWeb.com. The Soviet electronics were always backwards, they were always behind the West in this area of science and technology. The entire Russian space program is actually affected by this issue. Other ambitious Russian space plans are also behind schedule and will likely take much longer than the official pronouncements to complete. In recent decades, Russia's exploration of Earth's solar system has fallen a long way from the heights of the Soviet era. The future of the subsequent launches of Luna 26, Luna 27 and beyond is now in question. Even before the accident, they were promised to be launched no earlier than 2027. And now the deadlines can be shifted or cancelled altogether. So, will Russia be able to successfully fulfill its promises regarding the Moon program, or all of it will go sideways, remains to be seen.